Good morning, everyone. Yeah, welcome to Christex. The Christex way una don dey ask about the Christex Foundation way una don dey talk about. This is Christex. So we'll take 10 minutes to kind of answer all of your questions that you have. A lot of people were asking questions in the group, so probably we'll kind of attend to that first, and then we can go to what we are here to do. So it's a mix, basically, orientation and also an introduction to digital literacy for today. So if you have your questions, you can ask. But before that, I will talk about Christex, what Christex is all about, and what we do. So how many of us have been here before? Okay, one person. So please, if we can kind of make use of the front seat and then leave the behind for the ones coming in late, I'll be fine. Thank you. So yes, sir, you said you've been here before. Your name, please. Michael. You said you've been here before. What do you know about Christex? Or do you have any kind of knowledge about Christex? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Nice. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Yeah, so that's basically, or that was the basic um way Christex operates. It has some kind of relation with blockchain. But in this context, Christex is a governmental organization that's basically here in Sierra Leone. Because if I remember, someone in the group asked if Christex is kind of recognized by the government. I don't know who asked, was last week. So it's an NGO company in Sierra Leone. The basic or main aim of Christex is to kind of provide opportunities for Sierra Leoneans. How? We are more or less focused on educational activities, wherein we kind of provide different digital skills, form of education to people. So like this man was talking, the campus was originally built, or the space was originally built for blockchain, as a blockchain school to kind of teach people about blockchain. But it's rather unfortunate that here in Sierra Leone, a lot of us do not even have the background about computer operate and so on and so forth. So moving on to something advanced as blockchain would not work for people. So what basically Christex did was to kind of change the entire landscape, wherein you have to focus on what people are struggling with. So the basic education, like providing skills like digital literacy, wherein a lot of people do not have knowledge about how to use computers and what are the different things they need to do to kind of be able to use computers. So that is one. So another kind of education that we provide is that every week, apart from this session that we're having, every week we have workshops. So if you are someone who wants to be an engineer, a software engineer, for example, we have workshops on Thursday for people that have interest in being a software engineer. And then on Tuesdays, basically, we have around design, product design. So if you want to be that person that design user interfaces, focus on user experience, we have workshops about that. And on Friday, we have two sets of workshops, basically. Friday, we have media workshop and also digital literacy workshop, which is entirely different from this. So a lot of people have been talking about workshops. We attend workshops at Christex. Those workshops are different from these sessions. And the group that you are in, basically, is for this set of training or session that we want to have for people that did not take their WAS exam, or even if you are someone who already have or already have sat to the WAS exam, you still probably want to have some skills and you don't want to go and pay somewhere else, that facility is still available for you. So we have that workshop every Friday, 11 a.m. And then at 2 p.m., we have the media workshop. So if you are someone who's interested in photography, videography, animations, you are also interested in storytelling, content creation, that's what the workshop on Friday at 2 is all about. So with all of these educational opportunities, for example, we also kind of have one of our biggest platform. So the slogan for Christex is educate, empower, and earn. So how does the earning opportunities basically come in? We have a platform called the Bounty Platform. So a lot of people in the group have been asking about certificates, if they are going to give certificates. We know that here in Sierra Leone, certificate is kind of the norm for everyone. Kind of apply for a job, you need to have a certificate to prove that you've had these skills or you went through this kind of training or whatever. But here at Christex, the norm is about skill, what you can do, basically. So that's why the Bounty platform is there. How does the Bounty platform work? So it's a platform wherein there are different tasks, depending on the knowledge you've actually got from all of the workshops. Probably you are a design person, you are an engineering person, or a media person. So sometimes we have, or even writing skill. So sometimes we have bounties like write about the tech startup in Sierra Leone. It can go for like $60 or $70. So that's how basically how people earn. So if you kind of write a good bounty around that, around startups in Sierra Leone, they'll kind of mark these bounties, and then probably has to, sometimes depending on how the nature of the task, we can kind of have first and second place. So if it's $60, can be like the first person is 40 and then the second person is $30. So a lot of people in Christex community have actually benefit from these opportunities. So you go onto the platform, you kind of so if I would just do an illustration about that, the website is an.christex.foundation. So yeah, this is the website basically. So for example, this is a media workshop, media task bounty. Says create a video explaining Web3, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. And the price here is $45. And then the due dates here. So when you come to this platform, you see the task, for example, and then the kind of category it's associated with, which is media, content creation, engineering, for example, graphic design, journalism, and so on and so forth. And then you have the due dates, May 31st. So you click on this bounty, for example, and then you have more information about what this bounty is. For example, deliverables, submission requirements, and an overview of the task and the judging criteria also. And then you see rewards, first place is at 30, and then the second place is 15 USDC. So this is how people basically earn in the Christex community. So regarding certification, this is our own form of certification. As in when you've kind of attended the workshops and now you have skills in design or engineering, you go onto this platform and then you kind of, by doing these bounties, like you are proving that, oh, what I've learned, actually applying them to these bounties. So that is like proof of work, not with certification. So you prove whatever you've learned by what you do. And that is how we do it here at Christex. So probably you might be thinking that, now they work the ones make I can't do and then give me this money. So we are in Syria, and basically would you get someone or companies that can pay people to basically do something that is going to benefit themselves? So all of these tasks, for example, task here that you are seeing has nothing to do with Christex operation. So it's not like, for example, this video that you are creating, Christex is kind of going to use this particular video to kind of benefit or make money out of it. It's just for you to kind of have the knowledge or the know-how from what you learned from the media workshop. Now you are going for different things or ideas they've taught you through the media workshop. And then you'll be able to do this. For example, the graphic design here, you've gone through design workshop, probably you've attended probably a month. And if you've attended design workshop a month, you'll be able to create something around graphic design for this particular task, which is going for $70. The first person is 50. So if you are doing bounties like this frequently, just imagine, like probably in a month, you are earning like $100. That's like a lot of people's salary. It's not even up to that for some people. Their salary is not even up to 2,000. I think it should be 2,350 loans. That's for $100. So where would you get an opportunity like this in Sierra Leone? I don't know. Probably you know of an organization that's kind of doing something like this. Have we heard about any other organization that do something like this? No. So that's how basically you earn at Christex. So you might be asking, how would I get my money? So this particular money is in USDC. So it's United States dollar coin. Basically, you can basically cash out through MoneyGram if you wish to. If not, for example, we have a company, Mocha, even though for now, yeah, but you can cash out through Mocha when they've marked these bounties and then they announce the winners on Instagram that, hey, Mohamed Kamara came first for this particular bounty or Usman this, and then they will tell you to kind of message or fill the form that you've won the bounty, and then the money will be sent to your wallet address. But we are not here basically today to go through the bounty platform. But when you've finished your work or whatever, you can submit through this link and then you kind of do all of that. But if you have any questions around the bounty platform after the session, you can kind of ask either Nima or myself. So yeah, so that's how Christex provide opportunities for people: education, earning, empowerment. How do we? So for now, last year we did about 3 hackathons, where people come in and work for about 4 or 3 days on their project or their ideas. And the first hackathon we actually had, I think it was last year, April or March, we had winners. People won about $5,000. And that particular hackathon, when they've announced the winners, if you want your money that very time or that very day, you get your money. It's not like other hackathons that you've attended or participated in when they announced that this team won the hackathon, and then your money will kind of be with them for like a month or two. But with Christex, after a hackathon, when they announced that this team A or B came first or second, your money, if you want the money that particular night, they send the money to your wallet. And then you can cash out through MoneyGram or also use Christex here to cash out your money, and then you have your money yourself. So with these hackathons and the empowering people, basically, we have sessions. If your idea is actually good, as in really, really good and viable to kind of be a startup in Sierra Leone, so you kind of have a platform called Sinai for now. This platform, we have sessions every last Thursday of each month. So like this Thursday, you can attend if you want to. This Thursday, we have Sinai Summit. As you can see the roll up over there. So this platform is where people come up with their startup ideas. It's not a pitch, it's a demo. You talk about your idea and you have feedback from experts and also milestones to work on. So why did we kind of move from hackathon to Sinai Summit is this reason. A lot of people, after winning a hackathon, even though their idea is so viable, they kind of just ignore or don't have the appetite to work on it or don't have that motivation to work on it. So it's just, they just leave it like that. So with Sinai, when you come to Sinai, basically, you have feedback, you have milestones. For example, if you have a business already that is working, they might say that your milestone for this month is to kind of have like 50 customers. So with that 50 customer, now you are saying that you are going to work actually on this your idea to kind of bring it to life, to establish for people to kind of use it. So Signa is, we don't just like have this like give you milestone and then feedback. No. So with for teams that kind of make the, I will not say the most, do their milestones and improve on whatever feedback they had from the last time I submit, there is a prize pool of $1,000 every month, $500 for the first person, 300 for the second, and then 200 for the third person. So instead of doing hackathons, we have this every month. So it's to ensure that we don't only help people to kind of just talk about their ideas, but they kind of bring those ideas to life. So that's what Christus is all about. Any questions? You can ask any question you want. We don't want when you go back to that group and then you start asking questions, because it's actually, let me say that, frustrating when someone has said something and then. So another thing that I would like to mention, this is a safe place for everyone to talk about the issues or concerns that you have. We don't need to be ashamed of anyone here. We are all here to learn. So don't be ashamed to ask questions here. Just ask anything that you want to ask, and then we'll kind of give you feedback. So no question. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So everything we do here at Christex is free. So if you want to attend I think it's 5 workshops, yeah, it's free. You don't pay anything. So it's actually 2 to 4 every other day. Every day, sorry, 2 to. Yes, sir, you had a question. Yes, software engineering. So it's on Thursday, 2 to 4. Okay, so if you let me talk Creole, probably it's kind of, I don't know. Ask your question per Creole. Let me just talk. Waiting a question, but Chris the workshop them, or even waiting I talk about the bounty platform and any other concern where you kind of get. Just ask your question. No question. We okay, right? For now, for you. You okay on your own part, because you don't know about other people. Yes, sir. Electronics, how you mean? I don't understand. The idea then for some Sinai, they ask about. So they ask whose kind ideas them basically Sinai they accept. So for example, okay, if person gets let us say Gary business or Kanyan business. So the idea is actually, I think, need for be something with we get tech, or where you basically able to integrate technology within inside a particular idea there. Not like an idea where person will get Kenya business or they do Sansan business and then wants funding for that. No. But an idea, them where basically they incorporate tech in the entire workflow also, I guess. Can they answer your question? Or not to that you want for ask? Okay, ask me question. Mm, mm. You build app around the idea, like you get an app. So that's basically like there's tech in that. The app where they build basically, what do they use them for build them? Software engineering. Or then kind idea then they. So with all of this idea, basically, how you plan for make money, you idea we get for create that robot or whatever, how you plan for make money from them. San, you say they do electronics, right? I know electronics, something like that. So definitely something like that you want for create. I make I say explain the idea and talk about, give an example clearly about that. Because like most of them, thing then they wouldn't can build, then can go show them now, like for example, last year Tech Summit and so on and so forth. And then people about for the ideas them currently where they inside Sinai and not see than they yet. Yeah. So any question? Any question? So if you not get question, which means say we're gonna group. Also that Sunday they begin member for ask sex related questions. Because definitely answer not get for day for you for that. Time not there for begin type and answer posting about that. Yes, sir. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. They can't talk about that day, but these arrangements. Any other question? No. So the workshop for UNA, basically UNA session, this Monday today na orientation and introduction to digital literacy. We for don't start like next week properly, but no, we're not going to start because next week we get Tech Summit to attend, Salon Government Summit also. I don't know most how we don't register for them basically now. I've been to Manning 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from the 4th next week. So we get Tech Summit where we get for go, entire team get for go attend. So because of that, we're not able for get a session. So the session get for start week the 9th of June. So to your question, if now every day, we go do since we're not already there in time slot and also group, not already there in group, we can do like 2 or 3 term per week. That's not the ideal term we look at. For like every group we don't cancel. So another thing I want to mention are that most times for we, I don't know, everybody gets in skill level at this time and everybody gets in knowledge about some certain things then. So this session we make them because we don't observe even from we normal workshops them they get every day, people still they struggle with how for operate computer. So now that make we come with this workshop and for people that will not be able to take the exam because of any other reasons. So we carry the workshop for kind of make at least where you sit down, you go able for learn something, where you go able for use other term. But something they were want for mention, I think one part of the workshops them where I be doing get personally kind of display that attitude wherein if you don't know about something and then the person where they teach you kind of they look at like na rubbish they talk. I don't know. So now make I don't talk about with other workshops that we'll get. So what we get for doing at this session, yeah? We get for one, talk about introduction to digital literacy, talk about computers, within a computer, the different parts them per computer and how for operate time. And we they use like Microsoft, Google Docs, for example. They use Google Docs, they use Excel, and also learn how to create presentations then. And we go also talk about email and online communication, like using Google Meets, Zoom, and so on and so forth. So that's now basically what we get for do for this session. If you know, say, you sabi, always I don't talk so. You can attend the other workshops that they get, which means say you're capable for attend the other workshops, then like design, whichever field you think say you like design, product design, for example, you can attend design, you can attend product workshop, you can attend engineering workshop and media workshop. Not be like for say, because you don't get knowledge about them, other people are not sabi. People that wouldn't register now because they want for learn something. So not so because you don't sabi am, they not for teach them to the other person. So you kind of look like for say waiting the person they talk, now rubbish in they talk. Because on a normal base, we students we get that kind of I think vibe or that kind of attitude, even na university. The fact that you don't go learn about something or you don't go read about something, when the lecturer they talk, it's like you they talk to other people because when they talk so it not make sense to myself because we don't already learn them. So that's not the opportunity. If you know you don't learn anything there, attend design workshop day, engineering workshop day, media workshop day, product thinking workshop day. So that will go be the best side for you. We clear about that? Any question? Okay. So no question. We go to the session. So like I say, now all of them different parts of computer. Probably we get for learn how for set up a desktop and so on and so forth, and do plenty other thing them. And then because the aim of them thing there now for actually help people and for rollouts, so with normal workshops then. Because if you don't get skills, you're able for basically type, identify things, then use browse, able for research well at the internet, use research engine for type or do research about anything we want, then you're able for attend all the other workshops then. So these are for help you for roll out into the workshop then they. So now make I say if you already get knowledge, you can just roll out into the workshops then the way then they normal workshop them. So we they do introduction to digital literacy. So, like, we need 6 people, 3 women, 3 men for talk about what they expect. Una volunteer or at the peak person. Yes, sir. The man we were, I don't know who's polo than the, who's team polo than the one person for the man them. And the woman then, the woman we tie one. So like they talk on behalf because you know we allow everybody for talk about what they expect, except otherwise like we give like 10 seconds for talk about that day. If yes, then everybody can talk. So let we go 10 seconds, may all man talk about what they expect for land, or let we just choose volunteers then for talk about them. 10 seconds. Okay, we start from this end. Why they open mouth? Anyways, we start from that end. Yes, sir. You name and what do they expect from me? What do you feel say when you register? What do you feel say they can learn? Okay. Waiting at the computer business we want learn. It's part of the computer business. Okay. All right. Okay, no problem. Yes, sir. Second, who's kind of software is them? All right. So for be clear, basically, we need to do mechanical engineering now. The engineering what they do now is software engineering. So even most of the, I don't know, mechanical engineer, the software the owner they use different from what we talk about software engineering now. And that just be clear. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You not sure we name. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. What do you mean by like the individual design? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Mark. All right. Yes, ma'am. Right. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Please let me listen. All right. Yes, sir. Then, yes, ma'am. Sorry, Juliet. Julia. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Please don't do it fast. You get a big understanding, basic. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. This how you stop. Okay. So you don't do PowerPoint, you don't do Microsoft Word. So now Excel and go start with you. Who's one for the program that you don't do? Now Excel no more. Okay. Yes, ma'am. The name, you can learn a lot. Isn't that a lot? Isn't that a lot? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, sir. All right. Knowledge. Right. Yes. Okay. Design. Okay, product design. All right, good. Okay, so for all the one them we then say then kind of for software engineering, they don't learn about computers before. We want software engineering. Like I say, the software engineering sessions now on Thursdays. So if you don't learn about the basics of computer before, you can attend the workshops them on Thursday about we clear, right? So for we when our very first time this, yes sir, una two una just come. Una name and waiting una wants or waiting una aims for Candice workshop here. Okay, yes sir, the one with the glasses. You know about computer. Same, waiting at the same. Okay. All right. So today we dey start with introduction to digital literacy. This are the thing that we dey learn from this session. At the end of this session, if we don't get knowledge, understand wetin na digital literacy, why make it important, and how for kind of know about web browsers and search engine, and also how for protect you self online privacy, and then how for manage your footprint and your online reputation. So if I can ask this broad question, because na broad question, wetin na digital literacy? So actually the sessions, this not so school, we say na lecturer no more dey talk or teacher. This na interactive session that we all dey talk. So the first question is wetin na digital literacy? Wetin na your understanding? Talk the language of all the na Creole, basically. The person, okay, good. But the question now, wetin na digital literacy? You want to like, would that not digital or would that not a literate or a digital literate person? So now wetin na the digital literacy working all year or will ever come across this? You can talk anything, one word, two word, they describe wetin na digital literacy. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes. So you have zeros and one naira from you mechanical. One can confuse people, eh? Anyways, yes, ma. We put it on. Yeah. Thank you. Any other person? Nobody else? So we will be don't do computer. We also be don't do computer or don't do basic part computer. When we do that computer, what's in then say you say na digital literacy? At the point so do I know then say they don't do computer? Yes, sir. The one with the whites. You talk, not listen person. Mm. Mm. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, sir. You. If you say that man they be on you, that woman they only be on you. All right. So there's no wrong or right answer. Everybody kind of puts we can pick from different knowledge and put them together. So digital literacy. So no right, no need for right. You can share the slides them with you and also the recording you want for listening. So a lot of people when they ask what's in a digital literacy, it has to the first thing when they come to their mind about how for basically use the computer or use a smartphone or any other digital tool, for example. But one of the people basically when they talk about technology, that's when they define digital literacy. It said digital literacy includes the skills, knowledge, and understanding needed to effectively use and navigate digital technologies. So let me underline then what they are skills, knowledge, and understanding. So you know me say when you get laptop now also you get your phone, you know digital literate somebody. It's not possible, true or false? Why make? So skills, one, for example, I able type, send message na WhatsApp, I able for call person, another operate, I don't able operate another so I get some amount of skill. But the understanding, now then can come inside. Because a lot of people they not actually know how for use them different tool they are. They not get that knowledge they for use them. So I make like most times where person gets like in phone for example, they do plenty in them. But what will they do am for? Is either we go TikTok, make TikTok video, or watch TikTok, or waiting, call on WhatsApp, and so on and so forth. Not only that, but digital literacy basically it go beyond that aspect of you using or operating a computer, or because therefore deal with also critical thinking. How? So I can just give an example about this. No offense, if you now want the person there, because me don't know that then be they ask that question there, but no offense. You register for something, right? And then the same name, sort of, the only thing will be different from now way, I think brought to you by Christex Foundation. You register for free digital literacy training, right? Or workshop. They add you in a group, and then you begin to message people and back they ask, what to make a in the group. So then it just occurred to me, say one, we know they read or we know they think before we ask question. Because you might even read, but then you just ignore the fact that this I just they ask the person not get time, go answer me waiting I want for. So not to like for say now 5 or 6 months passed where we register and then they add una the group. It was like basically days in between. After that poster or the video na TikTok, I think it have been Wednesday or so the video go, and then we create the group. I don't know if it have been Friday or Monday last week. And then people still they ask why make Adena the group. You don't know say you be register for something, and if I really answer you that question there, whether you sabi use the phone, whether you sabi make call, whether you sabi go na TikTok, you still, if you don't get this critical thinking for able for communicate in the digital space, you still now not a digital literate person. Because the understanding not there, that knowledge not there for operate, then tools then they. So it's not about you operating computer. For example, open computer, go na YouTube, watch film, and done so. It goes beyond that. So one, you get for be able for, when you see content, you get for be able for analyze that content, say, think critically for no say, oh, now this is the person they talk about before ever you ask questions. But sometimes we even see information online, we need to evaluate that information there, we need to think about it, and then we just they take and say not true. Sometimes the person will even put up or put out that information there, you not even know what thing they talk about. And then you wait for basically evaluate the information and think critically if waiting this person here they talk, are they writing or not the writing, and then you self just a kind of go with that. So from today, we know say be a digital literate person, you basically go beyond for know how for use your phone or your computer where you get out for know how for play music na your computer, for know how for play music or watch video. You also get for be that kind of person they will get that knowledge and understanding for use then to learn about any information, for example, where you go see like you waiting your call. So if na me, basically the very first thing, whenever a person, for example, admin a group, the very first thing what they do, are they read the group in caption and then go watch how me and this person are basically relate. And then if I not even get any use for it, I just they come on. I don't need for ask anybody. Except otherwise, if na person will get that close relationship to, I they message and ask them, what's make you admin at that group day? So that nobody don't tell me about the information. But the fact that I know saying that this is there about, why I forgo begin ask question. Need not for ask that question. So please, when they see information, make sure say you watch the information, understand waiting the person they don't do or waiting the person before ever we go about for begin ask questions. Because sometimes you will see and say, this person I not care waiting at the try for, but it's just too, I don't know, stressing for kind of reply to such messages. Because you really know, say now for this make you then at the group, but you still ask me. So in fact, we own generation is like we brain them too dull past we granny them and we grandpa them brain, honestly. Because I don't know waiting they distract we to some certain extent. We get things the way they distract we make we need to pay attention to the thing them what we for do. So if we actually pay attention to the thing we waiting for do and waiting not for do, and which kind of question are basically for us, we need for the ask relevant questions then instead of questions them when they not actually make sense. So for live na this era today, or low salon we still live bien, but live na this and can call them basically the global village or so on and so forth. You need for basically get it good for making get them skills there. Knowledge, your skill, your understanding and critical thinking about how basically for participate in the society. Because it will help you not only now, but tomorrow it will help you. Because some people and the way then na office, then a receptionist or so, waiting no more than go learn basically now learn how to use Word or Google Docs, Excel, and make presentation for their boss. Now they work on the way then they do and learn how to use email. And they're able to do something, they're able to be PA to somebody and so on and so forth. So if we not learn them skill and they now, or we not learn them thing and they now, tomorrow it will be hard for we. So not even a salon, because salon we still live bien. So sometimes you go get opportunity for left salon, you go other side. People that don't go way beyond this. And I think they go begin learn how for send and create email and all of that. I know most of we now go sabi use them thing but not all but we go able for use them. So any question around this? No question. So thing that they will make up of digital literacy. We divide them basically into 4. We get information literacy, we get technical literacy, we get media literacy, and communication literacy. So all of them 4 kind of components and they make up somebody for say in a digital literacy person. One, when it comes to information literacy, basically you need for able for find information online. Most of we can still pay people and for do for we assignments. Or even when we didn't ask school something and they then can give you assignments, then you get phone. You go need for go begin the money your uncle or your auntie for help you for do your assignment still. Or maybe wait till party don't do them, then you back can't do them. No. So that not for use your phone no more. And I mean say you sabi for use phone. You need for be able to find information online. When I give you assignments, go online. Like normally you go na YouTube for go watch film or TikTok for go watch video. Go online, go na Google, search about the assignment and do your assignment and go give. Evaluate source credibility. Na salon misinformation bokum. Like all side almost. Right? Sometimes you go just sit down person send information. Say, hey, this person here or this company has something not happy with this. And then we say, not so like for say we can get any kind of bad intention for share them, but we can just think say we need for share them to other person. So then make we can share them. But that not the right thing for do. When you see information, you get for think, you get for evaluate the information. No go just say, hey mama, then say fire the catch yanda. How you know say fire the catch day? The information credible. I not say make you not share information to other person, but check that information they for know if that not the right thing for you before you go give mama contact or you go give papa contact, then thing then they. Or sometimes even where people and some Monday now they talk about the one for do cyber security and all of that. So some ten and the people it's just rather fortunate for winner salon where then kind people and they knocking there. Even though this being said they don't begin and also so where person go send message to you on WhatsApp, say send for me money, use other person like then they hack person in WhatsApp account and then send message. So you go say now your auntie or your uncle or your mama, you take money send her for them. Sometimes they can see link then and say UNICEF they give 1,000 millions or $1,000 and also so register for this. You check that information there for saying a credible information before ever you click on them. So sometimes all of them think they are an attack where then they send to you. When you click on and the moment you click on and now the person get access to your entire system. They control them. But that they do, we still do cash-based transaction rather than cashless. Because if now more or less cashless way we they do transaction, buy things them online, pay for things the way gonna market, no need for give person money. They go just take like for example your Orange Money password and all of that. And then the person will able to transfer all the money to him. So not to any link where we see, say Orange they give 8 gig MB and gig data. You go click, you say you go register. That information, they why make Orange for go give you 8 gig free data. You do anything for them? We not do anything for them. So waiting at the need. For also understand how when you search for something, the results when they give you able for check if this information now the right one, not just take as you go na Google, so if you don't search, you take, go right and go give teacher. Sometimes we also need for check about their result and therefore analyze for understand them. Critical analysis of digital content. We can see content them online also so where people in they post. But then on Instagram we go, when on WhatsApp status we see posting, then they post different content and then content and they all you need for analyze them for see. Sometimes this being thing they don't can they make different kind of content like for it and so on and so forth. Then thing then you need for analyze and before ever you think the person go say me now this now I use for drop me body. Sometimes you get your auntie or you mama way in get body and then you want for use them and then you self just take them. And they take all of the products and what the person mentioned and go search about them individually for see how basically then content and they put together go work for person or waiting which kind of effects go get on you or waiting this particular thing go do to person if you take them. So you not just go take them and then go the income say because you don't see this person. Some people when they make them thing and because they want people then for follow them for engage with them content. So then they make just them thing and they put them out. They need the income mostly. They just show look the thing what don't make and then you go take them. You go make a yourself, you not check, you go think something can happen to you, you don't know, and all of that. When it comes to technical literacy, these are the parts where people are focused on when it comes to digital literacy. All of them three there, we can ignore them. Because we believe say now for just open your laptop and begin for operate them. Or for example, download app na Play Store or Apple Store and then use them digital literacy. So these technical aspects are in more we can focus on, but they're not only nine the focus. The other one they are include. So the digital technical literacy gets for do with device operation for able for use the device then where you get, but then your tablet, your computer, your phone, all of that software usage able for go person go ask you say sometimes mama go then Oscar ask you say hey, this me application where again I'm this me app and they work so and so forth. You we don't get that knowledge then now you know say now this not happening and then you're able for help you mama. And also basic troubleshooting. Sometimes then we phone them can misbehave. Most times it can misbehave. You know they work or some certain way then they how them for the work, you know they work that way they and wait for second and go na please them. We then go fidget and then waiting no even go with and then they go give back. So say 1 week now they use them. So most times we need to learn about basic troubleshooting. Like sometimes something then they will go happen. Sometimes your WhatsApp go begin for misbehave. The best thing you can do mostly now for just like try for restart your phone because it can be glitch issues. Sometimes then they do updates. Sometimes you get updates where they run manually, like anytime updates available. So you Android operating system or that particular application where they use. When the updates are happening, you need to restart your phone basically for make the updates work smoothly. So if you don't update them, now you go begin find out say you're not able to use them efficiently the way how you for use them. So one of the basic things that way you can do now for just troubleshoot them, instead of you go, last time na 5,000, you go get that boy or 10,000. You can still use that 5,000 if now juice you buy, you drink with your cold water. So adapting to new technologies, different things than the way they come right now. Like for example, now we don't see say people can talk about more or less about AI, like ChatGPT, why you know say we all know kind of use or know about for do assignments and so on and so forth. We need for adapt. Not say, hey, me I need to go do this, so me I need to go do that. It's not bad for use them, but you just need for ensure say you use them in the right way. For no say what you they use go align with whatever you want for accomplish. Any question? Another question? It clear, right? Okay. So then the second one, the third one, sorry, the media literacy. So the social media platforms they don't boku right now. They really don't boku most time. And because they don't boku, different social media platforms and but we don't also get that understanding about how the media then they work, how them platforms then they the digital media, how in they operate. TikTok or different like WhatsApp, they don't get this habit now for getting new updates like almost frequently now. All of them updates and they sometimes you don't get use of them or sometimes they get use of them. We need to understand all of them in the content creation. So people and they where they also need for create content. You just go take content you create and because you see other person don't talk about that particular aspect there. You need for like be original in your content creation business. Not just create content because you want for create content, but create content where people can go actually benefit from. Media message evaluation, like salon the bloggers and boku, but also no sober bloggers that we get most times because the information where they can pass on ten they not can actually credible or they not can even talk about in the way they benefit people. So this media message evaluation also we need to think about them. Evaluate the message, find one before ever. Digital storytelling. So for me, if you're not possible one for be a content creator, you need for able for tell story in a good way where people and they benefit from. Because the only way how people and they engage with you content, now where you able for tell your story well. Whatever content you they make, be sure that like you kind of talk or tell your story in a good way where people are able for benefit from. So sometimes and they like the way how person they talk about a particular content, he make like you get energy or even subscribe to in channel or even they follow him. So because the way how they explain some certain content, so that's not like storytelling. You need to be really good at that if you're not possible one for engage in this particular field. What about communication literacy? So digital communication tools, not only WhatsApp, other tools then they will can they use. Sometimes like I say, if you get opportunity for come on a salon, or even then a salon for do work, you get for most times do with tools then like Zoom, Google Meet, or Teams, plenty other tools then they then they use for communication. Online etiquette, some part we will not get online etiquette. We don't ever get that day. Where you do online, we need to behave like people that we get training. Can just about for talk, anything we want for talk. See some kind of information. We don't even know what's happening. We really went talk. Sometimes they get people online where they bully other people. And because then they bully you, basically, you self can want for kind of go back at them or talk back at them. But we need for kind of look, because we online reputation it matter. Whatever you put online, it's always there. Other people and they see them. So sometimes how they behave need for be actually good. Professional communication also talk to people them in the right way, not just talk to people anyhow. Like how they talk to you party, oh now to see them. You can able to talk to people them professionally in the right manner. Even if person offend you online, know the kind of word way they use for answer the person. Not just use any word. So also cross-cultural communication. We get different people who basically they meet online. They all come up from different culture. They get different cultures than what they're not used to. So the way how we they behave in a salon different from how some Ghanaians them or Liberians or Guineans then they behave. So all of that we need for able to maintain all of that communication angle for ensure that we talk to them in the right way. Any question? No question? So like we don't go about 1 hour, 5 minutes. So sometimes we go take like 5 minutes break. You okay? Or we'll continue. I want people to say let's continue. So the one that would end the dong, that means they say for go on 5 minutes break. Because now they're bokum. So let's take 5 minutes break. Huh? So recession. So now we talk about the importance of digital literacy. Why make it important? So for make you be a digital at them points here, they help you. Or at that time make them really, really important. They make you able to confidently because you know how it work. And so you know they kind of get problem for navigate through them. It also help you for find and evaluate information online. So that get for do it for find the difference between where news na fake news and this na news when not true. So sometimes they need not go there make you begin to share and they use your own data set for begin to go and share team when are fake to other people. So you also able for communicate effectively. Use email for send email to people connect with online so other people sometimes you get skill where you get for get customer then oversee then kind of they do na video chats them na for the use for connect talk through video conference and all of that. So you need for know how for use all of them different tools then they and also help you when you know about digital literacy. It also help you for protect your online identity. So we all get an identity online, and if you don't know how for basically you don't get the understanding about digital literacy itself, person they thief you online identity and use them for do all that thing there. Then now you know either they can't hold because now you identity don't use you. We name information, all thing about you. 90% they use for go thief or go do any other thing where kind of no not to the right thing way in for do. So all of that go make you get problem or sometimes even put your life in danger. So one thing we need for create and not only for take in. Sometimes if you get like an experience to go through, sometimes person don't I don't call myself. Person don't down the way then they pass on per people and don't pass on per you. So you can also go online and create a content around that day and talk to people like how they go able for keep themselves away from them thing and they like for say this I go through. And if you meet up any person like this where they try for tell you say do this, not do more because now this time one for do to you. So that they help. It means say you know they only taking. So that content we go don't put online, 1 or 2 or 3 person go must don't benefit Say anytime when they meet up somebody in a street, we go tell and say, yeah, let me phone make a call, for example. Now go there and go to my phone. So next time the person not go able for do anything and so the person self don't benefit from that day. So now that the one for do any question. So we can have for learn. If you get question, ask. No, sit down, you watch other person because person not ask, you self not go ask. Then we ask question. So almost we all, I believe, some way or the other, don't come across them icons there, right? We don't come across them. So now we can identify them. When we don't identify them, we put them into category. They all then get the different categories then. So be ready, right? So these are group A, these are group B. Yes, group A against group B. So group A, thank God, 3 icons basically, and 6 icons. Then I mean, when I get 3, then I get 3. So when they categorize them in the 2 options, when they're all 3, they're all 6. I mean, 3 then are one category, 3 then are other category. So I they left the name basically. Now the name then this. We get what's in this? Google. Somebody call them Google, somebody call them Google. But me now Google I they call them because the pronunciation. Google, what's in this? Microsoft Bing. What's in this? Chrome. What is? That's an you. What's in this? Firefox. Okay, fine. So now we can do exercise. We categorize this into 2: web browsers and search engine. Group A now I get web browser. Group B now I get search engine. So now for categorize the one there, we get Microsoft Bing. Microsoft Bing now, and then they ask for my person answer. Microsoft Bing, I just give illustration. Now search engine on a browser. Google na search engine on a browser. Chrome na search engine on a browser. Microsoft Edge na search engine on a browser. Firefox na search engine on a browser. Yahoo na search engine on a browser. So group una friend una volunteer about for do una you. So they can put anybody will search. They pa search eh. So not they say. Yeah, becoming they say so God they say. So una kind of I don't call her talk now una group and then una choose person we can write. Una get 1 minute for talk and then person go write. So una then party I don't call her. Waiting, na group A and this one group B. No group A, no, I mean left start group A, group B. Yes. Group A, you know, and search engine. No, na search engine. Group A, look at search engine, web browser. So una choose one person for men go right. Wetin? Ah, I need put some money there. Okay, do a normal now. We go can see. You know do 8, you want know? It's an exercise. So it's your amadu. So we not already. Yes. 1 minute. Una don't go 30 seconds. You left 30 seconds. Group A. Group A, una go right. Una don't choose a person. Una go right. Search engine. Go right. Wait, don't accommodate. Wait, no, no. No, left hand. I forget. No right. Because when you write automatically, then they know. You don't get pen. Yeah, I don't get pen. Look for the behind that. You get 1 minute, yeah? You cookies. I guess it's easy. You take, do not forget to take picture of me. I don't forget to on my LinkedIn. I can't just take a picture of that. Of me? Check it. Okay, share them. 11:24. I know they don't. Una never search. Down there, we don't bunch and that. So it's in the pan. No, no, we're not can they left there no more. No, you need to talk to her again. In na phone, them, you don't go search. I see that. No, 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 no. If you talk to her, una don't automatically lose. I need to talk to her. Una be don't get una brainstorming time. What do you make it do all 2 line? I want line. You don't need for the whole line save. If you get like 30 seconds, you don't need for differentiate. Just do the one way in you. Uh-huh. Time's up. Knock out the paper. Like 2 minutes now they take for do that day. These are the first, yes. After this slide, now they go. Before doing the exercise. No, we do the exercise first. So you've already interacted with all of these icons. So because of that, you should be able to know the difference. They're not doing the same function. Because you just kind of see them like they're doing the same function, but they don't have the same function. Time's up. What's the difference? No, 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 no. Mix up. Group A. No, this one A because I'm left. So I'm right this A B. So no can say B A. That's what I see no A B. So that's what I go. No, say yes, I don't done. I don't know why make you go do two. Because don't say you work down there for do two, actually. So group A, okay, my go right I'm not massive faults. I group A now, I get this. When I get web browsers, I go do search engine. Acceptable. If you get what you gonna do? Web browser, eh? Okay, now you can do now. What you doing? Then they go write this. Mistake. So group A, waiting I write. Group A, they say search engine now. Waiting I write say. Yeah. Microsoft Edge, Yahoo. This na office space. Other people then they walk back. And left to you now. This is the answer then. So now the two group they all fail. I see anyway. Almost one right again. You write Google, you write Yahoo, you Edge. How this are miscopy? Microsoft Edge is long go, so that's also miscopy. So this is the answer. Web browser and search engine. Chrome na a browser. Microsoft Edge na a browser. Firefox na a browser. Search engine, Google, Microsoft Bing, and then Yahoo. Okay. I didn't know they cancel. So now we will go through now. What's the difference between the all two? Web browser, for example. Web browser are like a tool where they help you for explore the internet. And the internet, let we just compare the internet to a library. So where you want to go na library? If you want to go na salon library board, or you like if you get library in your school, for example, if you get library in your school, what do they use for enter the library? Whose tool by body where they use large or sedentary? You foot something they can go inside the library. Where they na school, but if not, you also they come, they go like salon library board. What do they use? Transport. So in this sense, the web browser are like with transport, so they help you for go at this library at the internet. So now the tool basically they help you for go at the internet. Now in a web browser. So just imagine the internet like library where you get different type of thing them, book them, it gets videos them, it gets pictures them. And then when you go to the library, in this case, the example they talk about, so you go to the library, they get access to different books. Then also so walking on a library, they get access to different books. Then book then they get. And then now we basically go do what we want for do with the book. So the browser they help you for find anything where you want at that library day. Now at the internet. So the library at the internet, the web browser are like the tool where they allow you for access that library day within at the internet. Understand? But with search engine, basically, so when you go now the library, would that you they ask for a book from the librarian, right? So the search engine, now in basically, like when you they go now you internet or this library now for go check for something, a video or a picture, like you want check but no get a picture of whatever you want you they search about. Now that search engine na like the librarian wey you dey go ask. So na im dey go fetch for you or carry it for you the book wey you want and then give you am. So the search engine na im work na whatever you ask for, na im dey go search for am. Na this big internet wey na the library and then carry am for you. So im work na like a librarian basically. You wey be dey BME say wetin na the difference? I talk you dey talk o. Wetin make you for ask you? Na you for ask or na me for ask? Any question? So make I just go over and back. So like how you dey use your foot for go na your library or use transport for go na salon library board or Afisel corner, for example, na also library for go read and study. Your web browser na tool wey dey use for explore the internet. And this internet here, it's not like library because it gets different things there. Unlike library, of course, you never go see, even though sometimes I don't know if they can pictures there, but you don't go see videos then, right? Na library, except the online library them. But library typically they get books them or access to different things in them. So now they go get what you want. But then the search engine inside the library, you get something where they call a librarian. This librarian, yeah, anything where you want, where you don't know. For example, you want a book about electronics or whatever. You don't know. Usai for go get book. You go meet the librarian and then you ask him, say yes, ma, or yes, sir. I want this book. Yeah, the librarian they grab. He go watch na the shelf them and bring the book and give you. So likewise, the search engine where in they allow you for when you don't search, in they go now for go search for because you don't know exactly who say this book here they. So because you don't know where this information where you want, in they go search for this information and bring them and can give you. Now I make when you search for something, like for example, waiting at physics or the principles of this, they say I'm in display. Now you screen. So now the background, now the search engine in work that day. Now in they go search for this thing here and can give you. So the search engine like they inside like the web browser. So that make more sense. If you find out, you go to use Chrome, okay, let's say Microsoft Edge browser, but the search engine where they use are waiting, Microsoft Bing. So just like what we they illustrate, say this browser and a tool where they help you for explore the library when at the internet, and then the search engine. So just like the librarian outside the now outside library, now inside the library not so. So the search engine they inside the browser. When I in you they use for go search and then it give you information where you want. And then you do whatever you want for do with the information. So then they clear. So for example, you type in a question or what you are looking for, like pictures or cards or funny videos, and the search engine quickly looks like the thing that actually happened at the background, you know they kind of aware how long it take. Except otherwise, if your internet like really slow, now they find out say. But like in the do that day without you know. You don't need to know the technicality behind them. But basically that's when they operate. As you search in, they go take what you search for and can't give you them. You don't see them. It clear? It clear? No? If you not clear at all, can go over. Okay. So we don't know with done the search engine. So from today, just know say the internet are like library. Anything where you want, you get them. And then the browser, they help you for explore. But the search engine, and they fetch you data or can give you what you want or what you they ask for. So inside this also, library also they talk about when I enter the internet. I don't know if you ever come across this word they call SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. What is SEO they do? So if an author writes a book, for me person we're gonna library able for see that book, they waiting the person need for do. Would that go be smart enough for answer that question there? You don't see you're saying? What I say, where author don't write in book, for example, whether I go sell an then bookstore them or then put on a library, waiting at the thing where they make that book they stand out. Huh? Waiting they make the book stand out. as person see am so, wetin dey make him stand out? Cover page. Good. The title. The title na dey make the book stand out also so. Because when you go na shop, sometimes then dey when you go na shop, the book wey they go look for, as you see the name so, not to him, you don't point to another book dey now one. So the title. So this kind of implementation kind of they also with the internet also. So these are the illustration. Let's say you write a book and put it in the library. If the cover has a clear title and the book is in the right section, like kids story or cooking, what do people then go able for do? And go able for fun and quickly, not so. So likewise also on the internet, people then they use this thing we then call SEO, search engine optimization, for ensure say their website easy for search for or come up because they use. So like picking them book them as you see kids story, even though they're not the section where they in the category when they in, but in getting name. But we don't say kids story book or so on and so forth. So these are the category as the person see and so you go want for explore and not so. So likewise also with this search engineer, people then they use them for ensure say their website easy for fun and it quicker forget. So now make when you go online for go search about something. Let's just come back now this place. So you see how the search basically come. You see this Khan Academy, and they don't first come up. These other websites with vendor too, and then second come up. Most of them in there so they all get like the same content then, but this particular one where they appear make use of something the thing what they talk about with SEO. Because it they make it or allow a website for be easier and quicker for find. Because it gets keywords them like where we they talk about chemistry, class, and 11. Then are the keywords them. Just like when you go to that book there and then you want for read a comic book, for example, when you see the word, it is easy for fan also so. Or sometimes even at the library, then can get tags them, put them put so. But the book then like then can talk about and this if na novel them, this na comic, this na fictional stories them. Then they put the tag then there so that when you go, you need for go begin the pass and the entire library for find the book. You don't need for do that there because there is already a section dedicated for that. So likewise also with the internet or how things they operate, the SEO like in work down there, I made them call a search engine optimization because it optimizes the search for ensure so you get access to things them in a quicker way and easier way. So just consider SEO like where they put like a shiny label on your book so that everybody knows where to find it. For example. But another tool they also where they talk about when a browser extension. Do you ever hear about them? Almost we don't hear about extension. We don't ever come across a browser extension them. If not, instead of a cool tool where they allow you for kind of get access to see them in a quicker way than you go online for go search or download them. So let me illustrate them this way. So now small tool them where they help for add like superpower or add additional power to your browser. So sometimes the extensions then they can like for example this one also now a tool they call Loom, what they use for record. So now the extension now in this browser also. So automatically like anytime where I come for can use this, I just can and click and automatically they open. So in they help you for other kind of powerful effects to your browser that you don't need for go always back and forth for go do something or for go begin to go search for other things. Any question? So another example can be like people them where can go na some websites them, you get them ads them where they can appear now you browser. Then they can be really distracting. So browser extensions then they, for example, ad blocker where you can put side browser and enable them on. So anytime when you go na a website in the automatic any site where any website where gets a ads on that website, they automatically block them for you. So you just they put that ad stay on and they block them. For example, people away want for get interest for go into form and design. Like this lady say one do product browser extension and call them font finder. So sometimes they actually don't go to a particular site. I like the website, I like the font they use. But I don't know whose kind of font or what's not the font name. This now a font finder with them way na a browser extension. Why they just they add on my browser and then whenever I can add this particular website browser name. So I'm not they show me that font name rather. So I don't need for go begin the search for that particular font. They take like 3 days or almost days for begin the search for that particular font. So it just they do that for me. Even color picker. So sometimes they can see some kind of color on a website we find for people that way kind of getting interest in design and all of that. But you don't know how for kind of you don't know the color code for the name. So you just use the color picker when an extension we could add in a browser and automatically they give that color code there. So you just they go use the color code. So they actually help you workflow for be very, very efficient. Any question? No. So what's are the different features then we browsers then get? So any browser where they see get the own features then. You can get homepage, the address bar. We get for talk about browsers more and explore how then they work. The address bar, yeah, where they see so is not the address bar because I think they can write the which you want for go. So now the address to waiting you want for search about. So now the address bar, we get the extension like I tell you now for example, this are the extension where they add now. We get for learn how for add the extension. So when you click on this thing and then they call extension, now only one extension and then I will able manage and go add more extensions to your browser. So navigation button like this, a navigation button, I can decide for go forward. So like this, if I go back, it just show me this. If I go before, so if I click on this link, I can able either navigate to go back or either navigate to go back na the page where I don't come on. So now the navigation. So then there are the different features. Refresh button. If you browser they make trace, basically you can refresh them from this angle. Yeah, na so you can come and refresh them. And then you get history. So sometimes you cannot interact with a particular website, but you automatically close that tab there. So if you want to go there back, but you don't know, then at the browser history, you can go and set down the cable, get access to your browser history, and so on and so forth. Bookmark, if you like in there, you can bookmark it, they stay in your tab, and then they kind of go any side, you can just bookmark them. So this other one also now tab browsing, you can able to move in between your tabs them where they use your tab key on your browser. So these are the different features the way your browser gets. But we get for see how for work with them all and how for use them. Any question? No question? No question. Then we move to the next section when are protecting your personal information online. So then we want for go into cyber security and all of that. Then they say they will one forget now for able for secure people and information online. So these are just the very basics. So for protect your personal information, not different from how you protect your host. What do I mean by this? So almost how we then away now we no more than our host. So you not to kongosa but na example of wangi. Or almost how we now okay, you when be the common host today. What you do? When be the common host, what you do? You check your lock, not so. Make sure say you mean that the lock, you do not lock, you turn your bolts, you shake the domote also so for ensure say also a lock. So what make you do that day? For safety, for protect the also automotive man. So these are some of the questions you need to ask yourself when it comes to protecting your personal information online. What do I want to protect? What do you want for protect? When you buy a lock or when you buy padlock for you do not. What do you want to protect? So make you buy. Okay, we self now we get whom then we host. When you dey lock you, your property. Whom do I? How bad? If you not lock them, if you not protect, then they go with ulti. How likely is it to need protecting? How likely need they for make you protect them? Always, right? And how much trouble am I willing to go through to try to protect it? Like, for example, if you don't want stiff, you not agree for open. Who's kind of trouble you go through for protecting? No, let's imagine say you don't open the domos. Now you don't go inside, but then you want for the domos not green lock. Who's kind? They said, this person change this lock here. What you need for electric they can, you need to come out, they go buy lock na tongue. So you go through, you willing for go through any situation for just protect you host, not also. So that same kind of protection they go for we online information. Because sometimes they actually take this not serious, but really, really serious. Because for protect your information online, important. So how you go able for protect your information online? Identifying information like your name, your phone number, and your email address. You need for the protect then thing and day. How you can able for protect then thing and day? Different options then day. For example, thing the way you protect your name, your phone number, and your email, and also sensitive data like you social security number. Like most of we know they use them, but like your Orange Money or Afri Money pin, right? You dey put when you want put the whole thing out before people and put her. You know they put on also even if like your sister, like your mama or your brother, you know they make you see, So your bank account details, your credit card numbers, them all of them then they need protection. Your online presence, accounts, online account passwords, location data, or detail. So it don't make sense when they create accounts, but you go put to say day. You go put your address day, except otherwise, but it don't actually make sense. Other sensitive information can they like your photos, your biometric data, and then your signature. And other sensitive thing then they, even though we na salon the thing they no more concerned about, like with Orange Money no pin in your day na paramount. Or for example, you pin for if you get account, you ATM, because you can left your card, the first thing to be pin, you can just go withdraw money from your account. So all of them thing then they really, really important for protect them. But what's not the thing them all for do for protect them? Use a secure browser. Not any kind of browser. Like you hear about Chrome, it don't say where people then they use them. Chrome don't say Microsoft Edge, people then they use them, but like me not to waiting and call with them. But Chrome, Microsoft Edge, like this browser and a Brave browser, basically. This one what they use instead gets some amount of protection. Not just see any kind of browser and then begin for use and check about in protection. Use strong password. So probably in that kind of password they have to use. Or just use your name. I need for member me password and I make how they do and so if I put long password I don't go member. Or sometimes we use one password across from them. As they hack one platform, so the rest then they use them. Because most times where hackers then they the sense where they can use same password for all in other accounts. So the moment you crack one, it just they check the rest for CCA something that you use. So also avoid phishing, avoid suspicious links. So some people will check link them. Banking app then also so like UBA bank then. So basically what thing they do, then they go design the application the same way how UBA, the normal UBA application they, and then put on. Then they use the link. Sometimes you urgent and all of that, you don't check the link. Sometimes instead of www.uba.this, then go put www.uba.s, then put s there. You don't check code because you don't see the UBA. I know where they click on. As you put information, they say don't go. So make sure say you stop and check the link them where they click on for know if the site where you want for go, na credible site them. I know say this thing easy for we. Avoid public Wi-Fi. Most of the area and a free Wi-Fi there, you don't connect. You don't know if they do any kind of thing with the connection. It actually harmful to you because you don't know. You go to browse, but they don't take your information and all of that. And the way you see Wi-Fi, if you don't say you don't get money for go watch TikTok video all day, don't connect to random Wi-Fi. Don't reuse password like our stages no. Also, verify domain name. So domain name basically na the name of the platform where you go to, like www, for example, christexfoundation.com or so on. Person can go, they clone this Christex website here. I don't know why I'm making it load again. But person can go and go clone this Christex website here. So, but the domain name now so na an.christex.foundation. Sometimes the person input an. Sometimes you put your own Christex or your information about Christex Foundation, and then you go there. When you go there now, that thing. So this is not the domain name. Check your domain name, verify the domain name. Then before ever you go there. Also verify identity. Before ever you connect, sometimes you get debit, you get credit card, them, you get different things there, all of them. They keep social media private. Your social media, put them private, make them private. Not always they left you accounts that way they and all that stuff and all that in them. And this, the last one, educate yourself. That have to do with educating yourself about digital literacy. Because that way, when you get this education, it will help you for actually know about how to navigate all of them things there. For use strong password them, know for use password them for different things. This can actually easy for do, ask for do, for not for use password them, because sometimes we can deal with different platforms there, and we're not able for members to use one password across. But if that just basic thing the way they do, you can use them. But if now something really important, not go reuse password them, and make sure say you they mix your password with symbols, signs, numbers, and letters. Then not just put one waiting there call. Any question? Okay. Well, so you go search for the company. How you don't know say na phishing link? For example, most of the information, if the person mentioned the company, you say the person mentioned the company name, but you don't want to hear about the company name, not so. Waiting a responsibility to go search about that company. If you search, you don't see anything, then it's scam. Because you say you thought process basically, or you one intuition or your line of sight, don't say you say you don't ever nobody's, but you just want for confirm to yourself. The best way for confirm to yourself, go search about the company. If you don't exist, like you don't see anything about them, then that ain't a lie. The person na basically attack. So sometimes the information self will go with them LinkedIn and they know say na lie. Most times they scam people and asylum bodies. I don't call them. Down there they can eat people their money. I don't forget any. Super, yes. They say put this money, you go get this money. You know, and they how you want to forget 100 million overnight. You self think can be me. Person go like you, like how the world long economy. Person go like you just that way they for just take 100 million, even 50. Although say 1 million self, or even 500,000, just like that. You put 5 million and then they go give you. So no now say all the one they don't benefit from ma. Sometimes you party don't benefit and go cancel. Hey Sam, I don't get this money out. Now in your money where they don't get so now they use as bait for get una for kind side. Because it will be like, what I do for me, person can give me 500,000 or give 1 million or give 2 million. Just like that. So all of them they just think about them. Sometimes you don't need for be greedy. Hard work, then they basically give you money. If you don't work hard, how you want if not to your parents them or not to your family, if it's other extra person go just see you and give you money like that, you need for work for them. You need for do something for them. That's something where they don't do. There other people the money they all where they don't benefit. So then they wouldn't be they take their money where they don't put 1 million and get 3 million and they use that now for una now una your money then they get for can make as profits. So all of them thing they will need for be careful. My boss not just say, hey, me body put money in your hello. Say no, if you die 5,000 a year, go they be out die 5,000. When you do the right thing, you will get your money back. In clear? So your digital footprints and your online reputation. When I say footprints, what do you mean? If you in the camp, you go master the place where you work and a poto, waiting they happen. Serious of waiting. Serious of poto, if is a trace of poto. Okay. You can still left the trace of the poto na street. But anyway, so that your footprint say where they left, basically can identify you. Also now the um internet, you digital footprints basically now like just similar to that you kind of footprint where you go left now you poto, but this one are digitally how it basically happen. So in refer to like the trail where they left of your data where you don't use now the internet. This can be websites them where you don't go to, videos them where you don't watch, pictures them where you can look for watch. So let's imagine, I don't know if anyone probably now would ever wonder why make them they show you a particular content, na TikTok, na Instagram, or even na Facebook. Anyone probably don't ever come across that they just say, I don't know if I make how they manage no say now this are get interesting. Now you digital footprint because you don't they watch things there like that day. You don't they go na websites and where they talk about anything and you don't they take maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes for watch. For example, like this BNTM, me a person we know I not like football or I not get interest in them, but this BNTM I just for some certain reason get interest whether they play ball. I can just go on a live score for go watch. I don't know. I think 1 or 2 times for no who's team win or so. So now, like anytime we game come, like I get the notification, say for check. This now because what's make they don't just see them all, they show me. No. But now because 1 or 2 times I don't go to this website, so automatically the algorithm or how things that they work on the internet don't show say this person I get interest in this. So then they show you So then make if you go to a particular website, 1 time, 11 1 time, 2 time, you don't go there. Most times they will show you, or even at TikTok. If you're not possible, they watch cooking video, then they watch makeup or then shoot them or then crepe them on at the reg. Now they watch them kind watch them. They find out so most times then they show you them thing they because now in like you don't they watch. So your website say we don't go to the kind of information, seeing the way they submit online. So like even at Facebook, sometimes you can just see people you may know. No, so you don't wonder how they manage, say as I be this person here. So most times you and people them where it's either when I don't then at the same location, 1 or 2 term or 3 term, when I don't interact, even though not to friend on Facebook. But the fact that like when I don't know that kind of algorithm say this person here, so maybe they suggest to you say people you may know, for make you automatically go and add them that person there. So these are like with digital footprints where we can live. So then can use this for track person. Then can use all of this for track the person in online activity. So any kind of film where they go watch, any kind of video where they go watch online, no say they left online, no, it let you delete them. So then they go watch something like in cognition mode. They go watch something waiting a call where you don't clear your browser history or you clear your cache and all of that day. But still, that information they online. Person they still see them. So this digital footprint basically and divide them into 2. Actively and passively. So what's in there different one they are mean. The passive or active digital footprint, for example, active digital footprints are things where you basically they do online deliberately. So this includes like your social media posts, them where you can post some of where they post pictures, them na Facebook, na Instagram, comments they left, information they share on purpose. So this way they do so, they left an active footprint online. So these are the example here. Social media posts and interaction. Sometimes when person posts something, we can go through and watch the comments and interact with that post there. So blog posts them with the comments on our website, uploading photos and video, creating online profiles. All of these are active digital footprints because the information we they left online. Feeding out from where the passive digital footprints. For passive digital footprints, now basically information where they collect about you without your knowledge. It's passively. So if you don't go to this particular website, they watch for man close them multiple times. Then they get that information about you. So if you go to any other website where they do this, they're exacting then about man or woman and then they show you because now you're interested in. So that's passive digital footprint. So now information where then they get about you without your knowledge. So this can be things like you browsing history, websites that where you don't go to, or even your online habits of looking at things. So then they left, they know, but that invisible something where they left online and then they can able for trace you back with anything there. So example, one way where they can do this, you websites that we don't visit, you IP address, you location data from your device. For example, we can put on with location and we phone them also. So where they go and then different side and they like how Facebook, for example, go do that thing and they waiting the person inside your location they on. So your location basically they register. Say you and this person are not at the same location for quite a number of times. So automatically there must be that waiting them call say una also must know una self. So now make them go kind of suggest anything. You search history, online shopping habits. So if you go online, you buy in them. Then you not possible like for buy ear, you not possible like for buy crepe them. Then they get all that information about you, and then that information anytime you go to other website, then they show you that information. So from now on, not see something in me, I'm not waiting and they show me this. And they show you them because you don't watch them, you don't use them, or you don't go through them thing then they now make them they go through them. So waiting for member. Member say you image when they post on social media. Person can able for change them or for do them, waiting you want for do them. Do with them. And your data, basically, they can able for access them without your knowledge. Words same way they use online, then go misquote them. Intentions can be misread. So sometimes then they think then the way they write, we not know how you mean them, but person can interpret them other way. Personal interactions can be shared. Individuals can be tagged. Your digital footprint can be positive or negative. So all of them thing then you need for member. So another brief thing what we could just touch now for share you files them online. So almost how we don't want for share file them so people them photos or file or documents to other person. We can want for do that not so. So file sharing is when you send or share document, photo or video with someone over the internet. Instead of sending large files by email, cloud services let you share link to others when they go able for download them. So you can able for share file with somebody using like for example, you can just take the link and then share them with the person or you send them through the person in email. Sometimes most of the thing they do for people that they get Apple phone, the thing they can do airdrop also. They airdrop the thing to the person. So then have Bluetooth how they use also so what we get them bought in phone there. Can send for me music bar, you put your Bluetooth on the person bar, can share them not so all of that in a file sharing and so on and so forth. But another kind of file share work you do now, what they use with Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox for store files them, and then they find them that we can share them with other people. So we get for explore the one there, no worry about them. You Google Drive automatically. If you get, you don't create your Gmail, you get storage of about 15 gigabytes. So what's now the benefits for share file? So easy for access and collaborate. So if you share a file with person, the person actually it can just do a phone online and it's easy for access, security and backup. Most of we photos them. Sometimes your phone go lost or your phone just out just like that. But if you don't back up, you photos them online. Now you Google Drive. Then you no need for worry about Sunday. So it also cost effective because you know they're able to forget other storage is B drive, hard drive for store information there. Real time comments on the people that can comment on the file where you don't share, and because of that, they can able to know about that. The interactive feedback, we can able to share information and ideas around them. So we see we don't learn today. We dey do recap. We don't learn waiting at digital literacy. Why make important web browsers and search engine. We also talk about how to protect your personal information, digital footprint, and how to think about your online reputation. So before we go back, question. Wetin we don't learn? At the pico, wetin you don't learn? Individually, wetin you don't learn? You no learn nothing? Yes, sir. Okay. Good night again. So you don't learn anything new today? Search engine and web browser. On the technical aspect. Yes, ma'am. Yes. This I no na network. Eh? Gubi una network. Gubi una network. Okay, I can points. This woman, Mariama, you learn anything today? What you learn? Search engine and web browser. Any other person? Yes, remember. Okay. So any feedback? Any feedback? Feedback as to the session. Waiting for change, waiting not for change. I they talk fast. Huh? What do you say? I they talk fast. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, thank you for your attention. So like I say, the